Archangel Michael, the final phase of human 5D Ascension. Channel by Michael Love. August 24, 2016. Dear family of light, you are living in unprecedented times. September-December 2016 will be the most important and energetic Earth period in human history because the 3D matrix now comes to its end and the beings that resonated with it are in for an extreme awakening, moving from 3D to 5D in a very short linear time period. Many are aware that something huge is going to happen and is already happening in our bodies, our personal lives, on a planetary scale and even on a galactic scale. This is the time written of old when great change comes to the Earth and its beings, as the old outmoded system gives way to something new and better. Though the Earth is in an increasing state of chaos, note that this will be cut short and is the last part of our divine plan and our mission for Earth's Great Ascension project. The Great Star Beings have said that when the Earth moves, you will move with her. So do not see any of this being fearful, but see that it's the natural and normal transformation from one physical reality to a completely new one. During this time of chaos and change, the beings of Earth will start to rise up in a grand social revolution because they can see more clearly each day. They have been held captive in an anti-life, manipulated, psychological through a system that is not in their best interest. The cat is out of the bag, so to speak, now, and the snowball is growing in size, speed and strength, and it rolls downhill. Thousands of beings are waking up every day now, seeing how they have been duped by beings with a controlling agenda designed to steal all sentient energy. Humanity is witnessing increasing climate chaos globally, which is the result of powerful new energies interacting with the Earth's magnetic field. Many are starting to become aware for the first time that 3D is not the only reality and started their search for these new realities. More beings wake up and the amount of light on the Earth increases. The changes here will become much more physically noticeable. Many of you came to Earth as angelic forerunners, already aware of the grand plan we all created, and you've been speaking messages about the great changes underway and giving advanced warnings to the ones who have slumbered for eons. This is the mission you came here to do, and you have been successful. Now you will see your words become manifest before all, and you will be standing here strong and ready to assist through all. This is what you have been training for, and many will seek your guidance and help things to unfold. We applaud you for this great work. A stronger and larger state of coherence is forming all across the globe, and the complete freedom is about to break out across the entire world. The return to what is natural for the soul will soon be the norm on planet Earth, and the system here continues to change. These great changes include all aspects of life: mental, emotional, physical and spiritual, and they affect our relationships, work situations, and the abundance that flows to all beings. The people of Earth can no longer maintain old energy draining systems, habits, and imbalances. Therefore, we must examine and replace quite a lot. The entire system here will be completely revamped, discarding and replacing what is not pro-life. Beings that control and manipulate others and who vibrate at a low frequency will have no place in this new frequency of Earth. In fact, as the frequency gap between 3D and 5D plus increases, will be impossible for this kind of vibration to exist where you are. Soon, the universe and the divine guides of the new Earth, who will represent a more intelligent and healed society, will properly deal with these low vibrational entities until they are all completely healed and able to enter into the new society that is coming. DNA upgrades and light codes. The changes on the physical level include a total recoding of our DNA. Solar flares have an impact on life on Earth. Indeed, these flares change the DNA signature of all sentient life here. The ionized particles that are blasting this planet are evolving every species to a higher form of itself. Solar flares and solar winds erupt on an almost daily basis, and this gamma light energy enters the atmosphere of our planet and reaches every living being, penetrating to the cellular level, completely rewriting the genome of the species. Currently, there are not only solar flares coming in but also lots of new energies from different sources: comets, star systems, planets, and massive gamma-ray bursts impacting Earth constantly from the core of the universe. This has occurred before in past times, but since the bodies and minds of humans have been very dense and shut down due to dormant DNA, none of this has had an impact on the human being. This time, many Earthlings are open and ready to receive these energies and light codes and let them work through their bodies and their whole systems. This has an enormous potential to uplift the consciousness of humanity in a very quick way. We must renew, recode and rewrite a lot of old programs that were written installed in the human body and mind on a sustained basis for eons. The planet and the human race is now waking up. Stop for a moment and think about the implications and wonders of this fact. Creates a childlike fascination inside of you as you consider the infinite new possibilities. New world cleansing on all levels. We said earlier, the more advanced beings here, the guides of New Earth, call first wave Ascension beings, will deal with the beings who are not quite ready yet and who are not able to inhabit the new Earth. What is the process that will get them all up to where we are? The answer is suffering and pain. You may say, this does not sound very promising for them, but we say, your own suffering and pain over man incarnations, and even in this last one, was the catalyst that woke you up. Every master will tell you that suffering and pain is what causes a being to begin and complete the ascension process. The master will also tell you that this pain and suffering is only temporary until you reach a state of inner healing where you have transcended all. Takes time to get to this transcended state of being, but is totally under your control. Beings that have not reached this transcended phase in their soul's evolution are going through a lot of physical and emotional pain right now, and others feel unusually tired. Since humanity is taking such a major step in their evolution in consciousness and their physical bodies, many might experience a time where they feel challenged and pushed to their limits. The last wave of beings to ascend are starting to shift their third and fourth dimensional living to a fifth dimensional frequency. The Earth itself is now vibrating in the fifth dimension and much faster. A lot of humans have already upgraded themselves to this level and to higher dimensions, or are doing right now. New energies of love are entering the Earth, and a new potential for humankind has awakened. New light enters the matrix, the new light frequencies that are coming in the new space. Therefore, we are going through a deep cleansing to get rid of everything old, restrictive and dense, that we no longer need. The physical body gets rid of toxins and old programming. The emotional body heals wounds from the past and present and detoxes from unhealthy emotions like anger, grief or sadness. Our mind is challenged to release old beliefs and surrender into the unknown. Our advice here is question everything and look much deeper into why you believe a thing. If the belief system came from inside, the matrix is distorted and not aligned with the 5D level of truth. Important to remember here that there is no absolute truth but infinite, more advanced and higher levels of truths with no end. The higher a truth vibrates, the more true is. Truth is subjective and is in direct proportion to the total frequency level one resonates at. There is very little data light in the dark 3D matrix, so this is all the data being vibration that 3D could have access to. The very seeking of knowledge and the rate at which is integrated accepted causes the internal vibration to increase in direct proportion. We are uplifted and we move up the vibrational scale. We are required to leave everything outdated, dense, and that which does not serve our soul behind, so we can enter into through the veil into a new way of being. The faster this process occurs, the more likely we might feel symptoms on a physical level. Do not add anxiety to this since it is very normal and only temporary. New light data is integrated into the body, so a being wakes up with the symptoms relieved and feels like a new creation. During DNA light data integration periods, many experience ascension symptoms such nausea, headache, flu-like symptoms, feeling spacey and disconnected, inability to sleep, sinus problems and other aches and pains. At times we might also feel a symptom that goes back to another lifetime, which we are healing. Always helps to know that what we are feeling, we are healing. The great beings from the stars tell that this new light data is only encoded into the DNA when a being is in a delta sleep state. During the times when you may feel very tired and exhausted, it's highly recommended to just sleep because during our sleep state we can process. We integrate in a much quicker and easier way in delta sleep state than in waking consciousness since no ego or fear is blocking. This is also true for inner healing and clearing energy blockages from old emotional traumas. When we wake up in the morning, still feeling tired, this might be a sign that we have allowed a lot of transformations occur during the night. In the angelic community we have a saying after we integrate light data during delta sleep. We say, "I did a lot of work last night." By this we mean we maybe did several hundred even thousands of complex things at the same moment, multitasking on many levels, even traveling to multiple places and healing other beings while we did our own inner work. It's said that would take many years in waking consciousness to do the same amount of ascension work you accomplish in 8 hours of delta sleep. Delta consciousness is one level above human body death, and many masters and monks are able to achieve this state of consciousness during their meditations, slowing their breathing and heartbeat to a state that resembles body death. What's interesting about this is, no matter how long the monk stays in this state of being, they are affected by no external factor. Nothing in the body changes at all, and they are able to bring themselves back to waking consciousness at any point by their intention. Our guidance on ascension symptoms is this: take things easy on yourself during these times and show yourself nourishing tender love as a mother would for her sacred baby. Breathe slow and deep several times per day. ground the body using crystals and by walking barefoot on Gaia. Only energy foods and natural herbs. Relax and let go, fully allowing and accepting all of this. See note that you and your body are perfectly fine. The opposite and not so productive thing is to panic thinking something is bad wrong and rushing to the emergency room only to find out you are having a panic attack and that all tests show that nothing is wrong with the body. This is also a waste of time and 3D fake money. The more one relaxes and trusts in this whole ascension process, the easier they will navigate and the faster they will transcend the lower things. As an angelic and human race cohabitating the earth, we are now releasing all the old densities and restrictions. We will never go back to the limiting beliefs and lives we once had. Now we are getting in alignment with our higher aspects, our godhood. By sheer intention and inner discipline we are working our way into our own golden age and a new world filled with joy, peace, love, and freedom. If you will make your ascension the #1 priority and work on it with all of your being, and the more you surrender to all, relax and allow with full embrace, we assure you that you will make a quantum leap from a hopeless, desperate, fearful state of being to an amazing new life where every now moment is filled with miracles and magic. People will look at you and ask how it's possible you are so magnificent in every way, and they will wonder what your secret is. If they are ready and willing, most of them are not quite yet, then simply tell them all that we have told you. Godspeed on this incredible journey of your soul, Archangel Michael. Contact at micahugudayand@gmail.com and we will show you how to deal with the grand earth changes occurring on the earth in an easy and effective way in a short time if you are ready and willing. Archangel Michael, forever and projectfreedomearth.com.